I haven't researched it in a while. There was one point where it was slightly higher, but things changed.
I was thinking that like it could be girls because there's more women alive than men, but like that I think that might be because men die younger.
Yeah, I know the life expectancy for females is significantly higher than males, so at any given point in time, the population would have more females than males, which sucks. Depending on where you're standing, I guess. And then tall guys have a shorter life expectancy than short guys. So strike two. Yeah.
Your heart has to work so much harder.
Exactly. He's got to pump that blood over a long. What's that?
Star Wars cancerous.
Star Wars. What?
In terms of the people that are serious fans of Star Wars, was the elevated rate of certain types of cancers.
Yeah, that's a price I'm willing to.
Especially if they have seen the original three movies when they came out in the 70s.
Yeah, it's probably being around all the asbestos in the movie theaters when watching those movies.
The leaded gasoline and the whatever else.
Lead in all the paint. The fact that parents were blowing cigarette smoke directly in their children's faces. And when they realized that wasn't a good thing, they're like, okay, I'll stop doing that. But they put the ashtray right in front of my plate while I'm eating dinner, and it just goes directly on. Yeah, like there's certain generational things that tend to work against you. So it's like, I mean, I'm up to strike 17 at this point. It's all over. Independent events. Another assumption. I don't know the biology of it, but I would imagine just because a person has a boy does not mean that they can no longer have boys. Right? So you never know. Maybe there's something to that, but hey, you meet your quota. Maybe. All right, it's on the girls. When you run out of girls, maybe something else. Two outcomes, and that's the important piece. That's the most important piece because it's called a binomial distribution. So the gnome part is the name, or nominal. They both have the same root. So two names, two different ways to categorize something. All right, in this case, boys and girls. Although that's changing too, so I don't know. Maybe I'll change the example at some point. But it seems like we meet all the requirements. Yeah, we have to make some assumptions, but they're not unreasonable assumptions. On a test, if I gave you something gender related, I would tell you something along the lines of assume that the probability of getting a girl is 1 out of 2. You know, I wouldn't leave that up to chance. All right, so the mean, n times p. N is the number of trials, so 100. P is the probability of success, 1 out of 2. All right. So since we're looking to get a girl, it is a success that we get a girl. All right. So expected value, 50. Makes sense. You got a 1 in 2 chance. You get 100 births. I would like to think that 50% of the time. Yeah. So square root of NPQ, that's a little less obvious. 1/2, 1/2. Right, so the n is the number of trials again. The first 1/2 is success. The second 1/2 is failure. Right, so, and that's only because it's 50-50 relationship. If the probability of getting a girl was 7/8, then failure would be 1/8. Okay, it's everything left over. So square root of 100 times a half is 50 times another half is 25. Square root of 25 is 5. Now I'm looking for unusual. So unusual happens outside the interval created by mu plus or minus 2 sigma. All right. So again, that's the Greek letter mu. I think I might have kind of in passing discussed this. But it stands again for population mean. And again, the sigma is population standard deviation. And that's a sigma, lowercase sigma. That's just so you know what I'm talking about when I say mu. Alright. And y or like a snotty cow. Mu. That kind of something. I don't know. Whatever it takes to remember. So 50 plus twice the 5, so or plus or minus. 50 plus or minus 10. As calculations go, this could be worse. Interval of 40 to 60, that's the usual range. Therefore, 3 dots in the form of a triangle mean therefore, well, 68 is not in that interval. 68 girls in 100 births would be unusual, so 68 is unusual. Unusually high if you want to be more specific, but I wouldn't do that, because if you zig when you should have zagged, you put information down that wasn't necessary to solve the problem. So if it turns out it was unusually low and you put unusually high, you lose credit when all you had to say was that it was just unusual in general. Right? So don't tempt fate.